We are live.
Or dead.
Jacob wants to talk about the new exercise craze that's sweeping his apartment and only his apartment by
And the
just him.
exercise craze is not to sweep my apartment because that requires so little energy. The exercise craze is to do leg lifts on your couch while flipping pillows with your leg lifts.
Keep in mind, this is what he spends his quality time doing.
Uh-huh.
Not studying for your final tomorrow or contributing to society, but throwing your pillow in the air and catching it.
Well, I had no idea when we were gonna record the next episode, so
We're recording it right now. You
I
are
just had
aware
to
of this,
patiently
right?
had to patiently wait.
Patiently. Sure.
I was reminded, and I'm kind of glad that I haven't heard anything from it in a really long time, but there was that really weird, like, fighting volleyball game, Dead or Alive.
Oh, Dead or Alive, Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Yeah, is it gone? Is it finally gone?
Is it gone?
Please tell me it's gone.
It's gone. Like, its existence has been eradicated from the face of the earth, or like they're not making any more,
They're not
or
making any more.
I can't tell you definitively if they are or are not making more games. Why? Do you have some interest in this, or
I just dislike that game series.
because you hate volleyball, right?
No, it's nothing against volleyball. It's just like I personally don't see the need for
The need.
for a bikini beach volleyball fighting game.
I mean, no one ever needs the game, but they made it because apparently it made them a lot of money.
The best part, though, for me personally, is I have never in my entire life heard anyone talk about owning a game, like owning a Dead or Alive game, or liking a Dead or Alive game, or even just speaking about it in general. Like, I just knew that it existed because it would show up in, like, I don't know, issues of Game Informer or whatever. Be like, hey, like the next Dead or Alive game's coming out. Like, okay.
And everyone would be like, sure, if you say so.
Yeah, and everyone's like, do you know anyone who played? And I'm like, no, I don't. It was
Maybe
just
Game Informer was trying to promote playing Dead or Alive. It's their secret hidden agenda. I don't know. I only get Game Informer because what the heck? I only get Game Informer because it comes with like a GameStop membership, and I only have a GameStop membership because it's convenient.
because it comes with a Game Informer subscription.
Yes, no, that's exactly why.
Oh, wait. So apparently the Dead or Alive series was basically a fighting series, and then the Extreme series was only the beach volleyball, and that makes more sense.
It's extreme.
But how many games are there? There's one second. There's
like
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
These are just the Extreme series 19, you're counting?
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There are 25 of them. Granted,
in Extreme?
No, not Extreme. That's
okay. I was like, what the hell?
That's all games with the Dead or Alive moniker. However, the last game that came out was in 2017, last November. The next game that's coming out is going to be in February of 2019, and then there was a game
get your pre-orders in now.
So yeah, I'm surprised.
Get your pre-order in now, then.
There are 24 games in the series because one of them was a canceled project. But man,
halfway through. What?
Wait, but the creators of Half-Life, Valve isn't even making the Dead or Alive series. So why are we bringing this up?
Canceled games. Like
Oh, gotcha.
their license to print money that they got from hats in Team Fortress 2 has just ensured that they will never need to actually make Half-Life 3. And honestly, like, here's the thing, right? Duke Nukem Forever was a pile of hot garbage. Like, the game was objectively bad.
Not a hot mess.
No, not a hot mess, as we have discussed before. But it was a hot pile of garbage. Like, it was mediocre at best. Like, incredibly mediocre at best. And I knew you were going to fucking say that, because you always fucking say that. Not the point. The point is, it was bad, right? Like, we can agree. Did you even play it?
No,
Okay, good. Don't. It's bad.
I'm mostly a Nintendo person, and then there was a very brief period of my life where I was a PC gamer, but the PC games extended literally pretty much only to Alien Swarm and League of Legends, and
We
Minecraft.
did really enjoy Alien Swarm, didn't we?
Yeah, and I'm so sad that it like basically just died and that no one kept playing it.
Well,
You can still host local servers, I think, but no one's.
I think you're right, actually. I think you can host locally. I don't know. Maybe we should get back into that at some point. It was a good game, but like a lot of the challenges were like hard. It got like brutal.
There was a OP weapon.
What weapon are you talking about?
Flamethrower, because it would hit stun enemies and it would pretty much kill anything.
I mean, that's what a flamethrower does anyway.
So basically, you could just like load the flamethrower onto any character and pass any level, and then it was a necessary item for some puzzles as well. And so you could basically just like you didn't really need any other gun,
except when you ran out of ammo, because the thing ate through fuel, like was going out of style.
Yeah, but that was the point of the hit stun, is that you could like stagger the enemies. You could
and then you could like melee them or something, right?
Yeah, you could clump all the enemies together by hits. Like you could hit stun them into giant groups, and then the flamethrower would. Because the problem with other weapons was that their bullets
enemies would stop
hit.
It,
like,
right.
Yeah, it would hit the first enemy, and so like your gun theoretically could only kill like a certain number of enemies, but the flamethrower, if you stacked all of the enemies together, could theoretically clear out the entire level.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So.
Did we even use the flamethrower? I remember us playing that game kind of like a lot. Did we ever use the flamethrower?
I eventually started using it because I noticed that the other people who were like better than us
really well.
were using it. Yeah, but they would use it, and yeah.
We wanted to be like them.
Yeah. I would always get distracted though.
By what?
Just things, tunnel vision.
In Alien Swarm?
Well, yeah, because there's so many enemies all over the place.
Oh, right.
I would focus on killing one, and then like 4 would crawl up behind you, and then you die.
I remember one of the challenges was like, beat the level within like 3 minutes on brutal difficulty with no friendly fire, and I was like, I remember reading those challenges when we first started playing and being like, is this even possible? Like,
yeah. The answer was no.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like 100% the answer was no.
Oh, we should probably let people. I mean, people could probably look up on Wikipedia, but for those who don't know, Alien Swarm was a game that Valve created. That was like a top-down 4-player shooter where you would go through levels with kind of like hordes of aliens, and there were different character classes, and some were necessary-ish for different
You always
levels.
needed a medic, unless you were insane, and you always needed I want to say it was like an engineer or like a technician or something.
I think it was technician.
Because they could like hack doors and like terminals that you needed to hack into. Although here's something, Valve didn't make the game. Valve.
Wait, I totally thought they did.
Well, okay, no. Here's the thing. So the game is available for free on Steam. I think it's still available. But I'm like 99.9% sure that it's still available. Oh, excuse me. And so this like independent development, I don't even know if they were a company at the time. They were just like a bunch of like kids in somebody's basement probably, or somebody's garage, like developing this game. And Valve was like
5-year-olds, honestly, like just very seriously with those like cheap fake computers you can buy made by like.
That's how they developed them. Developed by 5-year-olds. Point. So they just like found this group somehow, and they were like, "Oh, hey, this game is like really good. This is the new hotness." They hired the entire team, bought the rights to the game, released the game for free on Steam, and now the team works on. I think they started working on like Team Fortress or something. But now that entire team of people works at Valve.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I have discovered a new way to sleep. So.
What?
My another roommate walked in and was talking to me about
how dare he?
Patterns.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah, so I don't know if you knew that about Alien Swarm, but
I didn't know any of that. That's amazing.
Alien Swarm, great game. Play it with people you don't need to be friends with forever, because you'll end up yelling at each other. Probably, I don't know. Did we ever reach like any kind of point of contention in that game? Playing it?
I don't think so. We were just so we were struggling for our lives so hard that neither of us were ever like critical of each other.
Here's a question though that I'm wondering about after asking that is like, have we ever fought?
I think we've had. I mean, we've definitely disagreed on subjects. And I know.
No, yeah, for sure. Like, of course.
I don't think we ever had like one of those like, oh, we're not talking to each other, like, you know,
fights.
Yeah.
But have we ever like disagreed about something like angrily? Is like obviously like we've never had like a, oh, like I'm not gonna talk to you until you talk to me, like kind of like that bullshit. But like, what's the strongest we've ever disagreed on something?
Mm,
I don't know. This is really. I'm like really thinking about this. Because I can't really think of it. What it even would be.
There was one time where like I thought that you were bragging about something when you were just telling a story, and I got mad about it. But like that was it.
Oh, I think I know what story you're talking about.
Yeah, at the budget brand party.
Oh yeah.
Which is really funny because if for those of you who know League of Legends, Brand is a character who's on fire, and the fact that it was like the one time that I got really mad about something, I was in a really terrible Brand costume.
Was that the party that I went to as the formal apology?
I don't remember. I don't remember if you were Leon or if you were the formal apology.
No, I was gonna go as Leon, but I couldn't get a scarf. I couldn't get the scarf from anyone.
Okay.
All right. So I dressed up in a suit and handed out cards that said "I'm sorry," and so I was a formal apology.
That's awesome.
But I do remember walking in, and you might remember who said this. And I'll tell you off record if you don't remember. But I remember walking in and everybody was like, "Oh, like that's like cool. You came in a suit." And I remember one of our friends was like, "So Tony, did you just dress up for Halloween as yourself?" And I was like, "No, but that's a pretty good compliment, like to be known as the guy that like dresses up." But then again, this is when we used to do like when I was in college. These were a bunch of my college friends, and I remember like we used to have fancy Thursday where just on Thursdays we would all like dress up for like no reason. Because I remember like because I like to dress nicely. Like I like to wear suits and for kind of no reason. Like you don't need a reason to dress up and like look good and like feel good about yourself. So I was like, whatever. Like why not? Like I'll wear a suit, I'll look good, cool. And I remember somebody asked me one day, they were like, "So like why are you dressed up?" And I was like, it's Thursday. And so I was like telling like my friend, we were at like the cafeteria somewhere, and I was like telling him, I was like, yes, somebody asked me like why I was dressed up, and I just said, oh, it was Thursday. And they were like, hey, this is a good idea. Like, let's do that. Like, let's get on this. Like, let's make this a thing. Like, and so then like more and more people started dressing up, and it became Fancy Thursday, and it became like this like kind of ongoing thing. And then eventually, like by the end of the semester, it was like our entire like friend group. Like, you would just like walk around and see all these like random people, like dressed, to the nines for no reason.
There was a reason. It was Thursday.
Yeah, no, basically the reason was it was Thursday. I don't know. I'm proud of myself. I'm setting trends. Nope, that's not what I want. That.
I was trying to think of some kind of joke relating to setting something, but all of them were very weak.
Weak.
Like traps or getter and setter methods when you're developing programs.
Nerd. I mean, you're not wrong though. Like,
is anyone a doctor? I am.
I am. Well, you're a nerd.
Do we have to cite our quotes?
I don't think so. I don't know.
We're not making any money, so I think it's fine.
We're not making any money yet. Never. I was gonna say never hold out hope, but no, that's not. That's not. That's definitely not what I meant to say. Never have hope.
Not once. It's not.
I had hope once. Once. Yeah, that just reminds me of the people that thought I looked like that cat.
Only when you make that one face.
The face that I think we mentioned in a video. Or that you mentioned, rather.
Potentially. I don't remember. We've made so many episodes.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, so long.
Actually,
I think somebody photoshopped a picture of me next to the cat or something, like. And I remember looking at it and being like, son of a bitch, I do look like that.
I was just thinking, I understand now why celebrities and stuff, not that we're celebrities, why they don't.
I mean, not with that attitude.
Well, why they don't watch their own stuff. Like, you've spent so much time being engrossed in it that, like, why would you go back and watch your own stuff? Like, other than for, like, maybe critical analysis at best.
Yeah,
like,
I see what you're saying.
I want to improve on this, and like I think I didn't do this well. Like, that's one thing, but like watching it for its own entertainment.
Yeah, because you're like, I mean, honestly, you're kind of a jackass if you're like entertained by yourself. I mean, like you can say things that you're like, haha, this is funny. But like, you know what I mean. Like, I'm not like, you know what I mean.
Good. Yes. They patched it so that you can't set every second ladder, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a while ago. But this is like the worst idea ever. But I've been
Oh
doing
yeah.
this a lot where I've been like now that I like started doing the treehouse thing, I feel like more comfortable putting my mine shaft like in my house. Whoa!
Oh shoot.
Shit, that scared the shit out of me.
Did I?
Ah!
You actually have like a more permanent bed
Oh, hey,
now.
lava. Iron?
There's a mine shaft.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Oh, I watched. So I watched. That's great. I was watching clips from and hmm, I should watch like the actual thing on Hulu or something of Justice League Dark. And there's a
I
great
really enjoy Justice League Dark.
um
I will say that with no shame. I enjoyed
at
it
the
a lot. Anyway,
very end when they kill the like the big bad guy or whatever, and he's like,
spoiler
"Is that a
alert,
sword?"
the Justice League wins.
Yeah, he's like, "Is that a sword in your chest, or are you just happy to see me?"
Oh, yeah.
Like, uh, what a twist!
It reminded me of the end of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker when he stabs
Oh
Ganon in
yeah,
the head. And I
and he turns.
remember watching somebody. I I want to say it was you, but I know that it wasn't. But I remember being at somebody's house, like watching them play that, and I remember like turning to him and being like, "Oh, that's a headache," and then just like laughing hysterically at my own joke. And he like looked at me and was like, "You're an idiot." Like,
Wait, are you laughing at your own joke?
I mean, basically, I'm laughing now at the circumstance at what had happened at that time.
Yeah, and I think that's fine. I just it's just funny.
That I said that I was laughing at my own joke like a jackass, and then I laughed at my own joke.
I guess
I don't know.
no,
It's
I'm
a comedic timing thing. Like you gotta know when it's okay to laugh at your own jokes and when it's like not. Like it's not okay to laugh at your own joke in the middle of the joke because it ruins the joke.
oh, but I do that all the time.
No, you laugh before you tell a joke. You like think about the joke that you're about to tell, and then you laugh beforehand. Like you laugh in preparation for what the punchline is.
And I also just realized it's not usually with my own jokes. It is sometimes, but it's usually with like jokes that I just find super funny that are hard that I laugh while thinking about that it's hard for me to repeat to other people.
Well, this has been an episode about nothing. My lovely,
That's the title of the episode.
I mean, yeah, my, it's not, I mean, it's not Seinfeld, but my lovely soon-to-be wife informed me that it is dinner time.
Bronk.
What?
It's dinner time, Bronk.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, no, I'm not marrying a Disney character. Although she might as well be, honestly. Sorry. Um, anyway, we wanted to release a shorter episode because our last episode was 40 minutes long. Sorry for those of you that actually suffered through all of it. But also, congratulations, I guess. Yes? No? Maybe?
I'd say congratulations.
Congratulations!
Most people who listen to podcasts like listen to them while they're doing other things, so I don't feel bad.
Ah! Alright, well, I'm probably going to put some work into this later so that it's not a hot pile of garbage when we come back. So stay tuned if you actually enjoy me dicking around on Minecraft. If you
Next
don't,
week on the Dr. Z Show.
basically, yes. If you don't, we'll be recording some episodes next week, and this one will go out next week, and we'll be on break for Christmas, but we'll still release some episodes for that
That
time.
you can open one on Christmas morning, give it to your friends.
Yeah. Or don't, like, because they might hate you.
Here, I sent you a link. It's just like a URL code on like a printed piece of paper, like a sticky note on the bottom
You
of
have to
a
type
box.
it in yourself.
That would be awesome.
And terrible. Which reminds me, off record, you need to send me your address again, so we can send you your Christmas gift that arrived in the mail today.
Is it
See y'all
Christmas
next
gift?
time on
Bye.
the Dr. Z Show.